Morning traders, Mzansi over here. Just thought we'd do a brief overview and recap of where things stand. To our followers on the forums and stuff, please hit the like or subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of our posts. Let's get into it. Gold. We can see how prices sort of respected our weekly levels. A level breaks, retests a high, comes back down, breaks, and we're busy in the process of retesting that broken level. Intraday wise, yesterday's plan was to see price actually break above the 1527.14 handle before break and close above it before we look into buying that. Price actually did manage to do that. It broke that 1527.14 handle, dipped lower. We got in a couple of our pending buy orders that were in our H1 system, and as you can see, it really just came back, tagged our system, and rallied. Price is back on our H1 system, but as we've mentioned, we won't be buying this yet. We want to first wait and see what London does in that first hour. And as well, we see that price has sort of come back towards a possible head and shoulders handle. We've got a left shoulder over here, we've got the head structure here, and then the right hand shoulder that's playing out here. Now this 1533.34 handle, there's a confluence of resistance here, because we're also thinking that we had some H4 buyers that may have actually closed out their position. Here's a 4-hour chart that we plotted out last week and we actually posted on the forum. So we can see that we had identified this inverse head and shoulders pattern over here, and we did mention that we had the neckline or the intraday day one support around this handle here. Now you may see there's a wick there, and we mentioned to the guys on the forums and the groups that we're not entirely concerned about this wick because it didn't invalidate the setup in that price didn't close there, didn't close below this handle. As such, this inverse head and shoulders pattern remained intact. And if we just pull out our measurements, the pattern actually reached its target around this handle, and we do see price exhausting a bit and coming back retesting the lows, hence why we're also not looking to buy into the current H1 setup. What we would like to see is price coming back below to retest this 1527 handle and then break above yesterday's high and expose us to the 1539.32. So if we get this retest going, we break above yesterday's high, break above the 1539, then we will resume buying dips into the H1. Failing which, we'll just wait and see if we can't get a bit of a deeper pullback and look at maybe buying near the 1518.43 or 1522 handle, as it coincides with some of our intraday levels. Our intraday levels of interest for today, we've got to the upside, we've got 1534.94, which fits in well with yesterday's high, and then after that we've got 1539.83. There's confluence of factors around that handle because it's also a weekly level. Then we've got 1547.35, that's near our structure, current H4 structures ahead. And then we've got 1559.04, which would actually be a break of the structure. But as we mentioned, in order to invalidate this, we'd need to see a clear break and close above the current high, which is this current head shoulder. To the bottom, we're looking at 1527.7. Price is currently trying to retest that, so that would also open us up lower to about 1522.50. Remember that area that I mentioned where we would be looking at maybe more buys there. 1518.8, then 1514.86, somewhere around there, and 1507, before actually looking at 1498. All right, some XNG, just quickly looking at that, seeing what it did. Pardon me. So yesterday, as we mentioned in the beginning of the day, before the sessions opened, price came back. Price came back towards this 2.5763, dipped back lower towards the 2.4961 handle. We do have a couple of sell orders running on this one, but we might actually start trailing. What I'd like to see happen here, in order for me to add on to my shorts, is to see a bounce off of this handle, maybe back towards this 2.533, failing which we'll just keep on trailing our sell orders, but we won't be buying this as of yet. Let's have a look at XBR. XBR has just been tracking lower, and we see that ever since it broke key support yesterday, it's still tracking a bit lower. So we do have another level that it could try and test here, 61.72. All in all, trades going according to plan. The gold trades, some Brent going according to plan, and some natural gas. This has been another one of XAUUSD's posts. To my subscribers, please be sure to like or subscribe, just so that you don't miss any notifications or updates. Trade safe, trade green.